New this morning, the Lane County Public Health Department is launching a new campaign to raise the immunization rate.
And KZN 9 News reporter Grace Lim live in the studio with exclusive details on this big push. Grace, good morning.
Good morning. The immunization rate in Lane County is among the lowest in the state. And this morning, the Public Health Department is kicking off an ambitious goal to have half of adults immunized this year. The first step, clearing up some common misconceptions. Everywhere you look, signs that say, get your flu vaccination here, and nearly as plentiful, misconceptions about the flu. So the Lane County Public Health Department is gearing up for its biggest push yet to raise immunization rates for adults from the current 38% to 50%.
50% in school is an F, but it's much better than 38.
And to kick it off, the county's top dog is separating flu facts from fiction. The most common myth, you can catch the flu from the vaccine.
I hear that a lot. I got the flu shot and I got the flu. There are no live vaccines, no live viruses in the flu shot. But you can get an infection from the flu nasal spray because that's actually a live virus.
So why do some of us still get sick?
We have to pick 3 or 4 viruses each year based upon our surveillance. You can't put 300 different viruses in a vaccine. We get it right most of the time, but not all the time.
So it's not a perfect vaccine, but what if I'm perfectly healthy, young, active? Do I still need the shot?
Every one of us is susceptible to getting influenza. Now, the people who get the most serious illness and who die are usually less than a year and older than 65.
Another misconception, the flu vaccine is linked to autism.
There's no mercury in this vaccine, which was the original concern, that mercury may lead to autism. So this is a safe product.
Safe, but is it effective even after I got the flu? Many think you can't possibly get it again in the same season.
You can. There is no C in any of the vaccines, so you can still get that virus. You could get influenza A, and then later in the season, you might get a B. That would be a bummer year.
And there are always at least 2 peaks in the fall and spring, so it's not too late to get vaccinated after November. And if you think doubling up on the dose will double up on your immunity, think again.
For almost all of us, getting 2 vaccines won't make any difference. In the elderly, we have a higher dose vaccine because their immune system may not respond as well.
And finally, with concern after swine flu made a resurgence last year, some people are swearing off pork, but doctors say eat the bacon.
One of the things we're lucky with is the flu is pretty readily killed by a variety of ways. So cooking kills it quickly. So you can't get it from eating pork. You can get it from being around, if you have a backyard pig or backyard chickens, you can potentially get it that way. But the risk is pretty low.
Now, doctors predict this will be a bad flu year. They know this because what happens during the Southern Hemisphere winter tends to happen in our winter. And countries like Australia and New Zealand experience one of their worst outbreaks. Live in the studio, Grace Lim, KEZI 9 News.